And thus ends the story of Palamon and Emily, and God save all this fair company. Amen.
Excellent tale, knights. Who in this land can top that story?
I say, I've got me a better story than that.
Shut up, old man. Drunk.
Once upon a time, there lived a man named John. John lived in Oxford, and he had an inn. He always let people stay in his inn. He was always willing to board guests, and this is his place. Now, living with him was a poor student who studied astrology named Nicholas. He was sly, demure, and he was well versed in love. John had a wife who was much younger than him, named Allison. She was fair, slim, and good enough for any lord to have as a mistress. But John was a very jealous man, you see. He always kept Allison on a very short leash. So it seemed that Allison couldn't do anything but be with the husband of whom she doesn't even love. One day while John was away, Nicholas confessed his undying love for Allison. And they figured out that once John was gone, they could be in love and spend the night with each other without being in harm's way. But there was another man named Absalom, who was a man who sings and played guitar, and he wanted to confess his undying love for Allison as well.
Beating hearts, baby, baby, is this love for real?
But it was easy to see that she definitely did not enjoy that. A few days later, John went to go check up on Nicholas because he'd been contemplating in his room for many days without hearing from anybody. This was just Nicholas's way to make a fake plan about how a flood is coming and John needs to go get 3 tubs to save all of them, but in reality, he just wants to be alone with Allison. But it was urgent that John were to go to get these tubs because if he didn't, Nicholas wouldn't be able to spend the night with Allison. So John journeyed out to find these tubs. He found them, prepared all 3 of them, and he was waiting for the impending flood that wasn't really coming. And after preparing these tubs, he fell asleep waiting. And because he was asleep, that gave Nicholas the opportunity to be with Allison. So Nicholas gathered Allison, and they spent the night with each other. I don't want to put it in words, but I think everyone here knows what happened that night. The next day, Absalom went back to Allison's to confess his love for her and asked for just one kiss. She said yes, but it wasn't because she was going to give him a kiss. She had something else planned. So Absalom climbed to her window, leaned in, and puckered up. Then wouldn't you know it, Allison stuck her behind out the window, and Absalom got a big smooch of her rear end. Absalom was both embarrassed and horrified. After John awoke, he was yelling and ranting about how the flood was coming and everyone needed to prepare, and everyone just thought he was crazy.
What?
Go. Everyone say loud.